Hi everybody. In case you're wondering why you haven't really seen me much on YouTube, active writing comments and stuff in the last few weeks, it's because I hit a healing crisis maybe 3 weeks ago, where suddenly I felt like I had no more appetite, and very soon afterwards I started getting fever, so I was in the 40s for a couple of weeks. Now when I get a healing crisis at any time, the immediate thing that I do is fast. So I went to bed and I fasted, for 2 weeks. Well, full disclosure, it wasn't a complete fast. It wasn't just water. I did sip on some juice every now and again. Kvetka took good care of me. She brought me juice and water whenever I needed it. Mostly I was drinking water. In fact, the first week or so I had a lot of trouble just drinking anything. I really didn't have energy, and I really didn't even feel like I wanted anything to drink. So I'm not saying I was dry fasting, because that's definitely not the case. I was drinking some water every day. I was drinking a little bit of juice every day. But predominantly I was just lying in bed, and when I felt like I'm really dry, then I would drink something. And you might be wondering, why on earth would I be getting sick if I'm living so healthily and eating so much fruit? Well, that's something that I think we should talk about in another video. But basically everybody gets sick at some point or another. What doesn't happen with us as fruitarians is that we don't get a blocked nose, we don't get those colds annually, we don't get that happening to us. And when we do get sick, we don't get the blocked nose, which is a wonderful thing really, because all it means is that you're feeling weak, you haven't got much energy, you go to bed, you lie down, you fast, you maybe drink a bit of water, and you don't feel bad other than the fact that you've got no energy. It's not like you can't breathe, it's not like you can't really sleep. Everything is kind of smooth, everything is easier. So when I say get sick, in reality, I know that what is happening is I'm getting better, not getting sick. What happens is at a certain stage, the body says, okay, I've taken in enough toxins now, because there are toxins everywhere, they're in the air, they're unavoidable. It's something that we're going to talk about later in a different video. But when these toxins come in, they accumulate within the body, and at a certain point the body says, enough, that's enough now, stop doing what you're doing, rest, I want to get rid of them. And that's what happens. The body just gets rid of them. And it's a wonderful thing really, it's a wonderful thing. I call it a healing crisis, that's what it's known as by some people. It's just a healing crisis. It's the body saying, okay, I need to heal now. And what it's doing is it's getting better. It's not getting sick, it's getting better. So you may feel down, but in reality you're getting better. And that's what happened to me now, and I've been back on food for the past week, and I still haven't fully recovered, I still haven't got all my energy back, but I'm getting out and about, I'm doing things, so it's slowly coming back. And I don't feel particularly like I lost too much weight in those 2 weeks either. I feel like it was only beneficial. I was happy it was happening, and I was very happy that Kvetka was there to take care of me if I needed anything, which was, I didn't have great needs, but she was there to give me water if I needed it, or make me a hot water bottle if I needed it, or make me a juice when I needed it. So she was there, it was good to know. Mostly I slept. I would go to bed and I would pretty much sleep all day. I'd get up and down every now and again to do a wee or something, but pretty much mostly I was just in bed and just relaxing and just letting my body do what it knows best, what it knows far better than I do, how to heal itself. So it was a wonderful experience. I'm very happy for it, and we are going to talk more about fasting in the future, because it's questions that people ask us, and people also ask us, do we ever get sick as fruitarians? And I don't feel like I've gone into much detail here, so we're going to talk about that also at a later date, about when and how we get sick, and fasting, how to fast, when to fast, why to fast, all those questions we intend to answer later on in future videos. But for now, just know that I'm back, I'm fine, nothing happened really. For me, I don't consider it anything happened, because these are things that I do on a, well, I won't say regular, because it doesn't happen that often, but every now and again, every couple of years or more, the body will say, okay, that's it, needs to rest. And the other thing that happens actually to me, health-wise I suppose, and it's my own fault, my own making, is that I've had a bad posture pretty much all my life. I tend to hunch my back too much, and because of this, in later years, I do find that I get backache. And the backache is not very pleasant, and it can knock me out and make me kind of stop doing things because it's difficult for me to bend over. And just before I started my fast, and just before I actually reached the healing crisis, I was getting backache, and it was making it difficult for me to do my daily chores. So having the 2 weeks in bed pretty much straightened that out again. So my back's all right again now. I do need to take care of it. I do need to look after myself more and make sure that my back is more upright. That's on me. That's actually, I don't believe it's anything to do with diet really. This is something that I should be stretching more, doing more yoga, just generally being more aware of how my back is positioned, so that I don't run into that kind of problem. So that's something I'm working on too. But anyway, please know I'm fine, everything's good, I'm back to normal, or nearly back to normal. I still got a bit of energy to pick up, but everything is alright otherwise, and we're happy that you're with us. And I'm sorry I haven't answered any comments that were addressed to me personally. Kvetka addressed them as and when she could. I think she was keeping on top of everything with YouTube, so I just left it to her. She took care of all that. As you know, the last video was her picking the mandarins, and that's because I just wasn't up to making a video, because at the time I was still in bed. Anyway, beautiful to see you all. Thanks for listening. Love you all. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.